Alright, I've decided after some deliberation that, frankly, I just want to focus on maxing out on my skills before I focus on my confidants. I've decided that any confidants I don't finish in this playthrough, I'll do like an extra video where I go through them and talk about them. Especially since, well, I haven't actually really experienced all of them yet, so that'll be a nice fun thing to do. In the meantime, though, let's get ourselves some knowledge and some... Well, there's the new totem pole, proficiency. I don't remember what that helps with. I know it helps with making thieves' tools. Guts is more of for confidence, I've noticed. So I will be focusing on my... Actually, wait, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, proficiency was pretty close. I feel like Guts wasn't... Don't quote me, I don't remember. Either way, I'll just focus on my proficiency right now. And by the way, you might notice that my money's only 13,000. You might have noticed that. It was higher before. I went and bought... Basically, I went and sold all the treasure and clothes that I had. And what I'm starting to do... I'm starting to realize is I don't really want to do the laundry thing. I want to sell all those clothes and use that to buy the best protectors, and then go ahead and also get the clothing grab bag and maybe get some better stuff. That way, then maybe, I think you have to wash those too, but that way I get a lot of money out of it, and then I might get something better, and if I don't, then I already have the best protectors from Untouchable. I also went ahead and bought new weapons for everyone too, and new protectors for everyone. So even after selling all that stuff, you know, I'm down to quite a pittance amount of money for this game. But you know, the only real thing this might affect is being able to buy personas for things, but I'll be fine. Like I haven't really needed stronger personas right now, especially since my strongest personas are well above my level already at the moment. So.
What?
You're going to eat this while studying? Just make sure not to topple it. Yeah, it's very interesting looking. It's a big... Looks like just a big thing full of fruit. That's some efficiency you got there, eating it without knocking it over. Oof, yeah, like it... I imagine that thing, you could knock it over and it would get your papers all dirty. And I've eaten pizza while, like, doing stuff for school before, and everything got all, like, greasy, and yeah, no. So I feel that. So you're able to get some studying done, but there's just too much noise. There's too much noise, man. Which means that, well, you know, rainy Durgan days would be better for this, but the double,
Wanna head back?
the double rank up, I think, is worth the muns and such. Make sure I'm working on two things at once.
Ah, you're back.
Indeed I is. Who callin'? Who texting? Hurry you. Father was cooped up in his study again today. His reaction was quite vague when I spoke to him too. Is this what normally happens? Madaramu is in a similar state after we changed his heart. It'll be okay, don't worry. All I have to do is wait. Didn't this conversation happen already? A lot of this stuff is repetition, you know? You're right. I'll just believe it's going to work. I believe you, Haru. I believe in you. It's just, again, they keep building up to what's going to happen to her father, and I feel really bad for her because of it. Oofdy. I think that's part of why this conversation is sort of repeating over and over again. Haru being concerned and us saying basically the same things to try to soothe her over and over, but that's also how a lot of this stuff works in real life, too, doesn't it? Yeah. Now that I think about it. You're right, I'll just believe it's gonna work. Thank you, and sorry for asking you so many times. I'll message you again if there's more progress. Haru, hug for 7 eternities.
I get why Haru was worried, but let's just wait for the change of heart to go through.
Indeed.
Don't worry, it'll be just like it always is.
Stop saying that, Morgana! You're making it very clear that it's not going to be, and I know it's not going to be, and I'm like, ow! Anyway. If anything can make me think pessimistically, it's these plot triggers in games. It's like, oh god, yeah, this is the kind of thing that they only do when something bad's happening. Oh shit. More or less, anyway, of course. And sometimes they support your expectations, and that's fun. And sometimes they love you, that's also fun. Anyway, that's the most fun. Well, It depends on your perspective of what fun is, I guess. Hope it's all about the fantasies. What's what we're coming to? Indeed. Oh yeah, crossword puzzle time.
Hey!
You gonna play crossword puzzles? I have stuff to do. You may hear me. Play a little. Alrighty. Changes with the season. Weather? I don't see an H, so I don't think it's weather. Frankly, I really want to look this up. Temperature? No. Interwebs. I don't want to really do these. I don't know. I don't want to get them wrong. I just want to make sure I move on and I get the knowledge for them. So, apologies if y'all think it's stupid that I'm cheating on this, but I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I get to move on with these. I feel like I should be better at crosswords than I tend to be because I'm a wordy person, but anywho. Okay, I'm really glad I looked this up because I never would have guessed this. Do you know why? Because the word is wardrobe, and I don't change my wardrobe throughout the year, okay? The only change to my wardrobe is I wear heavier shirt. I wear, sweatshirts and heavier jackets and things in colder months, and then more like t-shirts and no jacket and stuff in warmer months, and then I wear jeans on my legs without pretty much any variants except for special occasions. So yeah. Jeans are the only freaking pants I own. The only, leg adornments that I possess, and I don't want any others. I'm not a fashion person. I really think that fashion is too important to a lot of people. To the point where they use a lot of money on clothing when they could use it for, in my opinion, better things. But again, hold on, because I'm rambling, my brain is putting in the wrong letters. There we go. Wardrobe, There we go. Wardrobe. In Japanese schools, students change their wardrobe twice annually, in the summer and in the winter for comfort's sake. Neat. Okay, that's why. Okay, I wouldn't have guessed that, because again, I'm not Japanese. I have a feeling I did answer this one before, but I just don't remember it. It's said that the practice originated in China. During the Edo period, people were supposed to change their wardrobes 4 times a year. The trivia is very interesting. You learn a lot by playing these games, and I think that is exactly what the developers intended, or else they wouldn't put all this trivia and stuff in here,
Alright.
Also, I think you can learn some really good life lessons from games like this, and in a more personal way than you could learn them from movies or books or other stories. I think, again, I just feel like games are an extremely important medium in this day and age, especially because the pandemic is making more people into gamers, and I love that. I frankly think that's a good part of the pandemic, because video games are awesome, and yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. We did it! Okay, Derg. Alrighty. What are we doing? Dergy gonna look and see what Toilet Thinking says about my skills. And then I'm gonna raise skills because Sojiro is not available. Someone close to knowledge. Someone close to proficiency. No idea guts. Okay, so same thing then. Diner. Totem pole. I love the cozy atmosphere of places like this. It kind of brings me back to restaurants in real life and how I enjoy them generally. Got it. I'll be right back with your order. Totem pole.
Nice going.
And there we go. Yay. Proficient Durgan go wheel. And knowledgeable Durgan go wheel. And when it's raining, that'll be better. But for the moment, I'm just gonna keep doing this rain or shine. Because I'm getting closer to those two per day. Yeah, I'm not going to, like, care about what everyone's saying. Honestly, like, I feel like I should give more attention to what people are saying in this game, but I don't care. And I want to move on with the story. Because it's very clear all this stuff is drilled and repeated and repeated. I think that's kind of the point. That the game wants you to go, okay, Jesus Christ, stop talking about this. It's old hat news for us. I think that's a point they want to drive in. Because the chatter of the public is frankly toxic in real life a lot of the time. And they want to get that point across that, hey, people do this in real life and it's just not good, you know? Anyway, when I went to buy a present for my grandchild the other day, they had a Phantom Thieves costume on sale. It spelled the end of this country if kids started wanting to become more like Phantom Thieves. Yes, indeed. I am concerned. He sounds like the equivalent of what seems to be the average American Republican these days. Which is, frankly, a bad person that wants everything to be like it used to be, even though the way things used to be was worse. Anyway, you're already in your second year of high school. You should have a clear vision of your future. I do have a clear vision of my future, not being a fucking Republican, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for putting all the frickin' politics in here for a second, but again, okay. I don't have anything against Republicans. I have things against people like the ones that stormed the motherfucking Capitol Hill, okay? And that's all I'm gonna say about that, alright? And that was all Republicans, like, definitively. And it doesn't help that my father is really Republican-leaning to the point where he supported Trump, and he just kind of went along with what Trump was saying and defended him, just because he's an old 60-plus man. And he just is used to thinking Republicanly. And that's just the only reason. So that's why I have a bias against him. Anyway, hey, Durgan.
Why don't you try?
I bet the civil service is an office work. But the fishermen of Nagaragawa? Let me know if I pronounce that. Nagaragawa. Let me know if I pronounced that right or even close, friends. I'd like to know. Are actually civil servants as well. So tell me which sector they belong to. Imperial Household Agency, apparently, because I asked the internet.
Very good.
I'm impressed you knew that. Only the Komoran fishermen of Nagaragawa, that's a fun tongue-twistery word for me right now, are officially used by the Imperial Household. Those fishermen are granted spots on the Imperial Household Agency's Board of Ceremonies. That said, you can't break into that industry even if you wanted to, since it's a hereditary occupation. If you want a government job, try for a spot in the Diet, though some may say that's hereditary too. Hey, how'd you get that question? I wasn't even close. Maybe he actually is smart. I'm kind of surprised. Oh shoot, the teacher's glaring at us. I'm glaring at you too. Because you're still believing the rumors after all this time of me being a good student. Come on, people. Hi. Durgan, Norwich feels good, man. Thorsty Durgan. Please be available, Mr. Maruki. Yes, thank God. Maruki!
Welcome. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Maruki.
You see...
There's actually something I wanted to talk to you about. I know this is a little personal, but you remember how my former girlfriend came up the other day, Rumi? Yeah. We were even engaged, if you can believe that. Huggy. She was so cheerful. I mean, she could get pretty aggressive. She was always kind of hot-headed, but always so kind, too. She's the best thing that ever happened to me. Maruki hug. I didn't deserve her, but if we had had our shot, my life would have been so much happier than it had ever been. But reality's never that simple. A burglar broke into her family's home. Rumi and I had been visiting. We were there to see what he'd done to them. It was just bad luck. It didn't end there. He must have been desperate to escape. He attacked Rumi on his way out. I was right there with her, and I couldn't do anything. Huggle. We were lucky Ruma's injuries weren't more severe. Her physical ones, at least. The shock of the incident was too much. She had a mental breakdown. We talked about that, didn't we? How wounds of the heart aren't as straightforward as physical ones. She never really recovered from what happened, even after all this time. And here lies why he's so determined to see his research through, and why he's looking into, and why he's using cognitive science to figure this out, because he's hoping he can cure her, basically. I kind of lost myself in that pain for a while, too.
Why?
Didn't deserve that. None of them did. None of them did anything wrong. Sorry. Huggle.
I'm sorry.
When I saw her in the hospital bed, I made a vow. I swore that I'd do all I could to fight back against the unfairness of reality. If someone suffered like that, I'd help. Like I said before, Rumi's in a better mental place now. She's happy. But that pain I felt back then, that's how this project was born. I just kind of wish they were still together, they were able to get back together in this. Though, okay, I understand why that would feel to some people like it's not as climactic. I don't know. Thanks to you, I finally found the true goal of that research, too. I don't care how long it takes me, I'll make my dream come true. I just kind of wish, if she's happier now, why aren't you back together? I'd rather that be, because you know, why can't romances go well more often in fantasy worlds? You can make that happen. Why do you have to make it always go wrong for drama? Now, probably still not being with her is probably also driving him along. Maybe he thinks he might be able to get back together with her after this, or maybe he just wants to see her feel better. Well, actually, she does feel better. No, that's right. That's right. She's already feeling better. I just wish he could get back with her. I just wish that, like, why did that end up in them breaking up? Well, it's probably because they were both in a bad mental place. That makes sense. I don't know. Since they're both doing better now, I just wish they'd get back together, because I'm a hopeless romantic like that. He deserves to be happy, you know? Anyway. For Rumi's sake, of course, but for you too, Dergy. I honestly don't have the words to say what all this means to me, but I can at least say this. Thank you so much for everything. Thanks to you, I found my answer, And once it's ready, I hope you'll let me use it to help you find the happiness you deserve. And you better be happier in the future too, dude. You deserve it. My path is clear now. I think this will probably be the last time I come to you about the paper. Well, take care of yourself. It's not like we'll never see each other again. Never change, huh? I'll let you know when I finally finish that paper. When I do, I'll thank you one last time. You'll see my dream through. I owe so much.
No.
For now, I should uphold my end of the deal. Okay, cool. Neat. Sense a strong bond, yeah. Rank 9, so one more rank, Gucci.
Alright.
Yeah. And I'm hoping to do that before the end of this free period, before Okuma's change of heart happens. Also, there's one more thing I want to tell you, but I'll save it until... Unless it's gonna be after size. Because there might be another big break. We'll see. I just hope you can forgive me for it.
Sorry.
Oh, don't mind me. Sorry, that came out way too ominous. Huggle for free. It's Haruki's mental training. Mine feels stronger. I hope that at least he can learn to be happier than he does seem to be right now. He can be able to at least move on from her a bit more concretely, at the very least. And I absolutely know that he can. It's just I hope that he does. People can always change. I know this because I'm changing more all the time, and I'm much better able to grasp how to change positively now than I ever used to be, and thus I'm just able to concretely continue changing positively, and it's beautiful. But a lot of people get stuck in these cycles where they never are able to do so, and I want to help as many of those people as I possibly can. Like, I'm not even going to say that I wish I could, because I'm going to try my best to. Through everything from these videos, maybe, you know, I get through to someone in a positive way with these deep discussions in these games that really talk about these issues, and thus are good platforms to talk about them some more, I'd say. And through other endeavors as well. Yeah. Oh, and here, never a bad time for a snack, right? A filler.
Well, See you.
See you, Maroki. Hope you do better, friend. Hope your paper turns out well and everything. And
You're back.
things are getting really crazy online. The Phantom Thieves have been trending all over the country. Not a day passes that I don't hear people talking about the Phantom Thieves in the city, too. It just means people are really starting to count on us, right? This fervor may be too extreme. It is a dangerous omen. We could face great danger if anyone manages to discover our true identities. Don't scare us like that. Ain't no way somebody's gonna figure that out. Either way, this excitement's definitely piqued the public's interest in the Phantom Thieves. We'll need to be even more careful from now on. Why do we gotta be the ones who sneak around? Don't make sense.
Hey!
Sorry, Ryuji. Thieves sneak around. It's kind of how we do. I understand why Ryuji really doesn't want to, but, well, he's got it. Hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, yeah, again, I'm just gonna work on... Well, first of all, I'm actually gonna work on Sojiro first. Until he is maxed, and then I'll move on. Like, honestly, I'm just, again, what's gonna happen is all of these side confidants that I'm... All of these side confidants and party member confidants that I'm blowing off, I'll start to just always spend time with people, whoever the heck is available and highest ranked, until those people are maxed out and, move on, as soon as I get my, my skills maxed. Anywho.
You got time
So,
right now?
Sojiro, I do got time right now. I'm glad that you have time right now, because you don't have time every day, and I definitely want to max out your confidant as soon as possible. Well, yeah. What I'm gonna do is, again, I'm just gonna stick with the pool of confidants that I had until they're all gone, and also max out all my stats, and then I'll worry about every side character. That's just what I'll do for the rest of the game, day and night. Worry about every other character I didn't focus on, every other confidant I didn't focus on, until, I can't anymore. I feel I can become closer with Sojiro thanks to the Hierophant persona that I showed you. I don't think my bond with Sojiro will deepen just yet. What are you gonna do? Will you help the chief out? Heck we will.
Alright then.
Put your stuff down and grab an apron. Don't forget to wash your hands. I won't. Let's do it. Let's get some shiznit done. Sojiro's guidance is extremely precise. I did just as he told me. And, yep, my bond with Sojiro will grow stronger soon. It's sexy. You're welcome, Sojiro. You're very freaking welcome. Calling card, yeah.
Morning.
Morning, Ryuji. Give it the comments online. There's a lot of hate for Akumura and a lot of expectations for us. Hope Aru's dad doesn't change of heart soon. They have high hopes for us. I know, ain't it awesome? This will be a huge uproar again. As usual, it'll be a while before we see some results, but man, I'm so looking forward to this. I wouldn't be if I were you, but of course you don't know what actually happens yet, Ryuji. And it doesn't go as smoothly as it's been going, let me just say that. Oh boy. Hoi. Poor Haru, just preemptively. Many huggle. Not really any sympathy for her dad, but yeah, Haru herself, certainly. Especially because not only will she have to deal with her father's death, but, well, we'll get to the rest, won't we? Her situation's gonna not be fun for a little bit, but I believe in her. The president of Okumura Foods has a daughter who goes to Shujin, did you know that? Yeah, I knew, but don't say stuff like that out loud. It's so shocking, though. I mean, it's all connected to our school again. Oh, hold on, no, I've definitely read this before for y'all, and I don't really like reading this stuff very much. I just, I get into these classrooms and I'm just like, okay, I want to read this stuff now. I've definitely read that too. Okay, I'm not even gonna read that. I'm not gonna read any of the comments in the hallways either. I'm gonna think about what to do. Makoto's ranked 10. He's ranked 9. I want to make sure that I'm just banging on my frickin' skills, so... Once again, just gonna diner it up. It's good we managed to find seats even if it is a bit crowded. Welcome, may I take your order? Heck, you give me a totem pole. Got it, I'll be right back with your order.
What? Nice going.
Proficient Durgan go wheel. And... knowledgeable Durgan go wheel.
Wanna head back?
You're back.
In case you would like to stay apprised of this situation, little has changed with my father so far. I appreciate the consideration. I have yet to truly speak with him, though. As I said before, this is just what happened in Madarame. There's no need to worry. Still, I'm sorry. I know you're all waiting to hear about the mental shutdown culprit. Father is physically weak, so it may take some time. Let's be patient. He's right. We don't need to be worried. In that case, I'm trying to be talking about our next celebration party. Too soon. Too stupid. Especially in this location. Especially in this particular situation. I don't know why I said location. Because, well, I know it goes fucking wrong. And Futaba's a freaking smart cookie, so she's really hitting the nail on the head here more than she realizes she is yet. But we can talk about that some other time. For now, let's wait patiently. Yes, I'll contact everyone if anything comes up. Hello, Sergeant!
Yo.
You doing well with your friends? Make sure to treat them right. You got that? Will do! I'm doing my best. My friendos deserve the best. I'm giving my Dergy best. Wow. Look at Morgana being all cute in that bag. I love him. Okay, what Dergy do? What Dergy do? Dergy gonna go and study again at the diner because proficiency and knowledge. Dun, dun, dun. Do I still get guts if I
Yep.
do the Big Bang Burger challenge even though I've defeated it already? I'll have to think about that. But yeah, because it's closer, I'll do this here. There we go.
Nice going.
Proficiency. Knowledge. Hey! There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to figure out how to do proficiency and guts alone. Alrighty. Yay!
Wanna head back?
Should be enough for today. Come on, let's go home. Heck! Yee! Proficiency should be pretty close. In fact, how? I'll just make tools. Bam, done. But then what do I do about guts? I'll figure that out. Oh no. Probably the Phantom Thieves network server again. I'm pretty sure that's what's causing that DNS error. Is because every time that DNS error happens, the next time I'm in class, I can't pull up the menu for the answers other people chose for the questions. So, what do you think will happen to Okumura Foods? Shucks. Well, even if the CEO has a change of heart, the company's image is still in ruins. I imagine their stocks plummeted. Do you think Okumura really exploited his employees? Every little rumor goes viral these days. What if it was all just a lie? If so, the real victims here are the employees themselves. Nah, the rumors about Okumura Foods were all well known in the industry. You're overthinking it. Yeah, a lot of times these things those are all very valid opinions. But of course we know the truth, and yeah, he was really horrible to his employees. Hey, did you hear? The sports meet went pretty great. The way they overcame all the odds and made it to the victory stand. It was like something out of a movie. Yeah, they put on a stellar performance this time. They must have been training really hard. It's nice to see more people with smiles on their faces now. Wait, you actually went to watch? Seriously? I get what you mean, though. Maybe I'll go and cheer for them, too. Supporting peeps like that is, I think, a good thing to do. I would do that if I were you, friend.
I should write something.